Now God is falling. I can say, yeah, yeah. Falling. Now there is nobody that saw anything clearly, that didn't look intentionally and steadily. And there is nobody who is subjected to confusion that people didn't know. When people see you act, they know you're confused. And confusion is a sign that you're not yet blessed. And it's a sign that your life is going away. Now, when people are confused, they can look at 7 places in 3 months. And how do you know? How do you know they are looking at 7 places? Nothing will be clear to them. Because you see, if you're talking about the second person of your thought, is a visionary spirit. What does he do? He trying to command you not to look at 2 places. Excuse me. If you're looking at so many places and praying, you are powerless in prayer. There are so many people who are praying and they are still powerless in prayer. If I tell you this now, you will thank God for me. There is no ministry on earth. There is no ministry on earth that built on prayer that survived. Can I say it again? I said there is no ministry on earth that was built on prayer that was survived. If vision is not clear, then prayer is not necessary. Because we use prayer to enforce vision. So before you start praying, you should confirm you're looking. Maybe you didn't hear what I said. I said before prayer starts, you should confirm what you are looking at. Okay, where you're looking at and what you're seeing. Before prayer starts. I am going to give you a gift that will touch you. There is no human being on earth that made prayer priority. No ministry on earth that made prayer priority that didn't end in a bad way. Just like somebody made deliverance priority, made healing priority, made miracle priority, even made preaching priority. You can't make preaching priority. Tell me what you should make priority. You should make harvesting yourself priority. Trying to tell people to be converted when you are not in is not important. Okay, let me ask you to listen. If looking is not confirmed, how can you keep praying? Then a lot of energy is lost in praying. A lot of energy. A lot of energy. Can I ask a question? Is Deeper Life a praying ministry? Huh? Huh? Has it not ruled the world? Does Living Faith pray? Redeem is a praying ministry. Is there any ministry that is praying ministry that didn't get wounded too much? You didn't define what you're living for, but you're praying. The relationship with God, between you and God, was not guided, but you're praying. Okay, what are you praying? What who you are is not clear to you. The work you are about every man of God end his work in working himself. That is why when John came out, Jesus came out, he saw the difference between two of them. Because two of them came out. When Elijah came out and Elisha came out, they saw two of them and they were separated. When Moses came out and Joshua came out and Aaron came out and Aaron came out, they separated two of them, all of them. It wasn't an issue of prayer. Can I tell you something? All the men that went to the mountain to go and wait on God, they went there to look, not to pray. Have you heard it before? Temple, you touched it. But they need to tell you that he went there. They went there. No. No, that time they put their face on the ground. It wasn't prayer they were praying there. They were looking. Oh, okay, but they have taught you that you people go there to go. That Moses went there to pray. Is it not what they taught you? Ashi. No. Moses went there to go and look for that inner person, the second person, the law. He went there to go and fellowship with the law. He was asking law question. Yes. And while he was looking at the law was taking him and he was taking the law. It wasn't prayer. Now it was going there that made him a god. It wasn't prayer that made him a god. It was an intercourse. It was a fellowship. It was take me and give me yourself. Through looking. Yes. And that's what Jesus went to the mountain to do in Luke chapter 4. He said, Christ, take me and give me yourself. Until Christ took him and he took Christ. And so he became Son of God. That's what the Bible says in 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Please, I want to read it from a sanctifies new understanding for you. The Bible says, why they look, they change from glory to... Please don't forget it. He didn't say why they prayed. He said why they looked. That means God attached glory to looking, not to prayer. If it's prayer, we cannot change ourselves. Excuse me. If I tell you this, you are going to be shocked. All prayer rooms that doesn't have vision are then of witchcraft. If you go to a church, or prayer room, where vision is not guided and they are praying, those who are there are witches. Somebody. If there is no vision, what are they praying? That's why they say, Allah, koko di kiki, koko koto pototo. He said, Shepherd, I have a message for you. I said, a message will kill you. Which like you. Now, somebody who is already looking somebody who is looking a wizard who is not looking anywhere. How can you see anything clearly if you're not looking? How can you come out of shame if you're not looking? Excuse me, God didn't promise that shame should go away from prayer. He promised shame should go away from looking. Why are you joking with God's promises? I've never met one person who stopped suffering through prayer. Somebody. Church, are you bad? loud and slow. 2 Corinthians chapter 3:18. And God bless the reading of his word. God bless men like Apostle Paul. God bless people like Moses. God bless people like Jesus. God bless men like Elijah, who set standard. Who set standard? Who will turn you into a mirror. The word of God introduced from vision turns men into living mirror. People look at you like this and they say, wow, is it just Christianity? But we are with open face. He said, we behold as in a glass the glory of the Lord.
Change into the same image.
And change into the same image. Wait. The spirit in Joseph had the glory of Joseph, that dreamer. And Joseph was beholding that spirit and was changing. And was, excuse me, you don't know the pain. You don't know the pain of going to a prayer church, a praying church. You don't know the pain. A church is praying without direction. You don't know the pain of going to a prophetic church. You don't know the pain of going to a deliverance church. You don't know the pain. You're going to a church and you're not looking. That is when they call you this night in the realm of the spirit. Your life cannot have boundaries. Now there is no guardian angel with you. And you have so many enemies. How can you win? Prayer cannot make you win. What will make you to win is that an angel shall be with you when prayer is over. Clap your hand for what I just said. And the angel that is with you, it is you that will produce him. He can't come from heaven. I said you have to what? You have to produce him from looking. And then you not only produce him, you have to empower him to help you. You have to empower him to help you. So every prayer you are praying is to empower that angel. To what? To help you. Wait. A lot of pastors doesn't know that what is called that a ministry is drowned. A man of God is drowned on earth. Is that he's preaching a gospel that doesn't have definition from him. Somebody is preaching a gospel that doesn't have definition. That means while you are living, you're not adding value. Why he's preaching, he's not changing into immortality. Why he is looking, he's not putting on a divine nature from looking. That will compare. Remember that this meeting will end by 6, and you're going to go home. That means by 1 o'clock you should have an encounter. That time all of us has gone home, prayer has stopped. Something has to remain when prayer stops. That's what I'm saying. The angel of the word. Excuse me, that is why deeper life scattered. That is why living faith scattered. That's why Lucas Army is scattered. There is no man of God that know how to put God's word in people that you joke with. It's not possible. Because people have to be transformed for the angel of another to follow them. And they happen to look it. Look at what the Bible, look at the answer to shame in that 4:5. And then Isaiah chapter 61:1. Look at the answer to shame. Can you go ahead? I mean Psalm 34:5. Go ahead. They look unto him and we are enlightened. And their faces we are not ashamed. Excuse me, I give you a gift. And I want somebody to appreciate me. I want you to appreciate me. There are 2 ways you can come down in life. 2 ways. Number 1, sharing your life. Sharing your life consciously with the angel of your guide, with your guardian angel. Share your life with a guardian angel. Find out the angel of this altar. Don't give him money first. Share your life with him. Allow him to take part of you. Now, when he take part of you, you take part of him. More. Share what you have with him. Even if he didn't reward you immediately, he's keeping it. And he's identifying you with it. On Tuesdays, when Ben was here, Tuesdays, Ben will play guitar for me here. After a time, I told you something. I'm giving you an example. He told me he's already having problem. No worry, people. He's already having problem with his wife. The wife said that God told him that guitar should be used to serve me and not on another thing. But before he came, he used to make money from it. He said when the wife saw that and they started having quarrel, the wife was saying that God told him that the guitar should serve the lion God 100%. And then his Ben was asking him, I said, well, how will he feed? He plays guitar to eat. That the girl didn't care. So they started dragging until Ben accepted. But the Vitogret, he said it in Galilee. He had to also wad into it. So Ben obeyed. Now, on Tuesdays, when Ben finished playing that guitar here, he packed the guitar. And then those who are playing piano has gone. He started playing piano until I'm done with counseling. It was in the process of doing it that angel noticed him. And the issue of oil in his place and the issue of being a king came up. It didn't come up at the beginning. There is no spirit that takes something from you and ignore you. It's not possible. If he doesn't reward you, he kept it. So it's not even about looking for reward immediately. And then, how can you, if you don't have anything to give him your life first? Your life is enough. Your life in service. Properly defined service. That is looking. When you give him, he gives you himself. And then you become divine. Now, when there's a measure you give to him, after a while, he will start planning for you. He start planning your enthronement. That is, your destiny becomes a private burden to him. I'm not saying hang around. I'm saying render to him. Let me explain to you what happens. When Ben come and play guitar, play piano, when it is time like 6:30 and 7, burden will come on me on how he will transport. Burden on how he will transport. He will not naturally ask me for transport. He will not naturally ask me. It's already a burden. Sometimes a body will come on me and say, how does he eat? It's a burden. Now, if a human being like me can feel something for another person, what about God? That is the advantage of looking. Those who are nothing are those who do prostitution. Tomorrow you serve mountain and fire God. Next tomorrow you go to living faith God. You say God asked you to go and give seed. And then you now run to a church that doesn't have definition. In the days when record shall be kept, who is your God? I tell you something. Fortresses are built from looking, not from prayer. That is Eben Baba. I say fortresses. Huh? Are built from looking. That is fortresses. Now some people claim that God have not blessed them enough. My question to them is that where did they keep their life? Wait a minute. The evangelism that we should do now is not only let Christ come into you. Most of the people I met in counseling room, their major reason for delay is lack of definition. That's the truth. Their major reason for delay is because their life is not properly defined. When I close my eyes, I say, what is she living for? Well, I can't see anything you're living for. You cannot serve a general God. I can't see where your offering and tithe is. I can't see the angel that is claiming your life. You don't have God. And then what is more wasteful? During 40 days, the Lord told me something. He said, produce billionaire mentality from the people, and then I will give them the money. Nothing on earth will prevent me from raising the first 1,000 richest men on earth. Nothing. Nothing. There is no power. Excuse me, Satan is not even involved, so I'm not talking about him. No, there is no power. I know the way. I already know the way. I've been told the way. Between 4 and 7 tomorrow evening, I will start teaching the outside there. Excuse me, I know the way. I don't care about somebody who doesn't listen or somebody who is feeling sleepy. It doesn't discourage me. I know the way already. Or somebody who is looking at me and is tired. Excuse me, I'm not bothered by that. Okay. Let me ask you the question. Am I bothered? Does it make me stop by sleep before 6? Now you are yawning and you're feeling tired. You see, because I already know. I already know that I am conquering an enemy. The real enemy is conquered by the sword of the Holy Ghost. That is when the sword is going on. That's what Kumi use in conquering. That's what you're using conquering. That's why using conquering. Sword. It comes from what? Into the soul. It comes. It shatters the stronghold of darkness. It comes. It produces a shelter. It comes. It produces a covering. It keeps coming. That's a sword. Nothing remains. It keep coming. When you go home, it will be hovering over your head. It will be. Some of us that are hearing me, this week your enemies will suffer. Yeah. Now, when you want God to punish your enemies, soak yourself with the word. Don't even bother about them. Don't bother too much now. The leader of the army of heaven will fight for you if he's around you. Somebody said, I don't have money for this. I said, who is with you? Who? If a powerful angel is with you, that angel will not take caricature. I said the angel. No, the angel will not take caricature. Let me tell you what will keep him around you. What will keep me around you is looking. Now, every small prayer you pray to force helps. But if you are a lion, if he's a lion angel, then you should have a lion strength, you yourself. Somebody said, I've been hearing preaching. What has changed? Let us kill. It's not this type of preaching you're hearing. No, it's not this type. It's not this type now. Even Lagos is owing me. Lagos doesn't owe me. I've been here since morning preaching. Lagos will pay. If they can't pay, why will I be bold? Why will I be bold? Kennedy, come back. When we are building when we are building Galilee project, let me tell you what happened in 2018. Thank you. Some people said, we just started 104 room. How are we going to finish it? How? Who God? How to send out people? You know, they want to unite on their trouser. I said, excuse me. Don't stay with wicked people. I said, this project that is worrying you, are you the one that's in front? Is anybody asking you for money? It's me they're asking for money and I'm smiling. I said, because I know I won't be stranded. I said, I know. No, I will not. I will not. But I plan to. Nobody said they do faith. I they plan. No. So why do you proclaim? Huh? No, I plan. I plan properly now. No be say when it is time to give transfer money for iron, I will run up and down. It's not true. I plan comprehensively. I plan ahead. I ask questions. I pray. I'm going to share the last topic now. When somebody who learned something before or now, tell us what he learned. There's some controversial things I've said. Please, don't indulge in prayer if vision is not clear. Hey, look, can you get me water? Quickly, please. Thank you. Can somebody share with us what you learned? You again? Okay. Go ahead. Since nobody says anything. Welcome.
Looking intentionally.
Looking?
Intentionally.
Yes.
Helps us to invest our life properly.
Yes. Yes.
Just like we used to tell us that everybody that is confused, that doesn't have definition of life.
Yes.
You must do wrong things. You must invest in wrong ways and in wrong places.
That's great.
When you know where you invest your life, even at old age, when they call you off to go there and take what you put there, you'll be able to take it. It's just like a farmer that is planting. If you plant on a soil that is not fertile, you cannot reap bountiful. Or if you plant in a fertile soil, you must get good.
Now, when people live away their life, when they don't know what to look for, where to look at, they live away very painfully. Listen, a lot of rich men in Lagos that have houses in Koyi, Banana Island, have lived away their life. You cannot live for house. You are too much. You are just a divine person. You can't live for house. You see, because in the day of reckoning, house cannot protect you. If your life is divine, you must give it to something that is more valuable than the life itself. I said you should give your life to something that is more valuable than that life itself. Not giving your life to something that is less than the life. Somebody was made in the image and likeness of God, and then he's investing his life in looking for money to build a house. How? House is ordinary cement. And you have the image of God. You can't lose the image of God for house. You can't lose the image of God to buy car. It's not possible. The image of God will not stand for whatever, the house, the car, can't last long. These are things that perish with time. That means somebody lost his life to get it, then you've perished. Okwa from immortality. And then from cherubim and seraphim, they become native doctors. May God bless you abundantly. Amen. May God bless you abundantly. Amen. You see, because I need to tell people, can you thank God for me? Huh? Huh? There is no divine personality. There is no divine man on earth or woman that look for things from start. It's not possible. Chapter 7:1, Moses was a god of Exodus. That was what mattered. He was there satisfied with that glory until God said, go to Pharaoh. And then in 17 of Matthew, Moses, Elijah, Jesus came in transfiguration in tabernacle, celestial tabernacle. That was the achievement. And don't forget that the Bible ended in 3 of them. That means any other thing any human being did in the Bible was inferior to the manifest presence this man carried. Law, prophet, grace and truth. The Bible ended. God stores fire in the immortality of vision. That is my last. God stores fire. If fire must achieve something great, fire must be stored intentionally. And fire protects us as a cocoon from the spell of darkness. It's also a weapon of war. As a fire protects us as a cocoon from the spell of darkness. It's a fortress. Fire is a fortress and it's also a weapon of war. Now, this is something the angel also told me. Please hear this. You don't generate fire through prayer. You generate fire through conversion. Keeping is more important than generating. Excuse me. Nobody have told you what I'm about to tell you. In Nigeria here now, there is no prominent apostle that put prayer first. Do you know why? Do you know why some pastors are vulnerable? Huh? Do you know why some pastors are vulnerable? And why some are not popular? Or why some are not admired? It's because they put prayer first. And then when they stay with prayer keep on tearing them. What does the prayer do to them? Prayer keep on tearing them. Because prayer does not have ability to protect people. And as prayer was tearing them, they don't have a place to hide. There's no vision. And fire is not stored in prayer, it is stored in vision. What I mean by store is the strength you have to remain steady. It is only the fire of vision